Today's sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington football team and the Seattle Seahawks. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. Carson the first down and more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. A gain of 6 there on first.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down now, it's Carson.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Gets it to Gordon. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Carson. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 23. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Here's Carson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try the left side. Carson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 47 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They run it with Carson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Gibson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Murray off play action. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, Do you assign a man to him?
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw is Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. For DK Metcalf, we know all about that sprinter speed that he has. It was definitely on display there as he's able to pick up good yardage after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you can tell early in this play, he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From just inside it. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
A short kick taken at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Murray now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. First down, Murray. He'll find Gibson here complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Back to the ground with Gibson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Gibson here running out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A give to Gibson running right. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And Washington able to make this a close game again. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Play action. It's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Again, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll run with Gibson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down and goal. Murray. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line. And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging. A little tapestry, if you will. Oh, I like it. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give running right, Gibson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A handoff for Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Eluding the pressure. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game. Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly. I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, Carson. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough with run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll run here with Gibson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Gibson again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Steps away. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Wilson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Tim Settle, the Virginia Tech Hokie, in there on the stop. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Wilson to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Myers' kick is good. And that will give him a 12-point lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Gets this to Gibson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Connects with Slayton. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On play action, it's Murray. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Sly on for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce it away. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.